I literally, you know how like everything's computerized now?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yes, sir. No, sir. And people are at the place, they're like, you know you're talking to a computer, right? I'm like, yeah, but you know what? I'm being videoed, like, probably, what is it called? Like, recorded.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to be mean to nobody, even if it's a computer. I don't care.
Yeah, there's no need to be mean anyways, you know?
Not unless somebody is mean to me.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's when, I actually have been a total biatch for a week now.
Yeah.
Because I was on this medicine for seizures, and it just like, everybody warned me, but I was like, you know, everybody's different. So
Right.
I was like, you know, I'm just going to try it because, you know, like, you don't know. You got to try it.
Yeah.
And I noticed, and I was like, wait a minute, I am being a total bitch. And that is not me. I really am not like that.
Did it like just put you on the edge or something, or just made you moody,
It was making me remember like what happened to me, and it was making me obsess over what happened to me.
Yeah. I remember the story.
Yeah, so I was like, you know, like emailing the cops, like
Virginia Beach, wasn't it?
Yeah, Public Enemy song.
Yep.
But I was like, you know what? I didn't care. Like, I was like, literally like, I don't care. Like, you know, and then I talked to the police here because they like tried to go to my old roommate's house in Concord, right?
Okay.
But they were like, no, we were just worried because they called us and told us to check on you.
Oh.
And I was like, I said, you know what? Don't ever listen to them again. I said, they're trying to get me put in like psychiatric home.
Yeah.
I said, don't listen to them. I said, I emailed them mean things because I don't like them. I said, I like you guys though. You guys are cool. Because you know what? The North Carolina police actually are cool.
Yeah, there's some pretty cool. The county and the city are usually really good. State troopers, no matter where you go, a lot of them are that's all I'll say.
Because they get you on the speeding. That's their job, you know.
Well, they don't get me, not with that sucker.
But like literally, you know, I've had such a great experience here with them because I got stuck living with that pedophile. I don't know if I told you that in Weaverville.
No, I don't think you covered that. You covered all about the Virginia Beach stuff and all the fucked up and the head incident and all that.
Before I got here, I was in Weaverville, which I love Weaverville.
Yeah,
oh my God,
it's cute town.
Weaverville's adorable.
Yeah.
But this man, he was so nice to me. I was renting a room from him. He was taking me to church, and he was taking me all kinds of places. And I was like, oh my God, thank you so much. Like,
nice.
You know, I'm getting out. Like, nobody wanted to do that for me.
Yeah.
And so 3 months later, he's like, what do you think of pedophiles? And I was like, oh, they need to be killed. And he goes, well, you're living with one. And I was like, who, James? And he goes, no, because James was in the hospital, right? And I was like, Matthew? Because I was like, ain't no way it's Matthew, because Matthew's just like an angel. I was like, I don't know. I was like, there's nobody else who lives here. And he goes, me. And it was just me and him alone.
Oh, shit.
And I was like,
oh, that's weird.
I know.
Oh.
I was like, so I was thinking, oh my God, this guy pranced me around town. I'm on video with him. I'm holding umbrellas for him in the rain because I'm thinking he's such a nice person. And I'm like, oh my God, he totally groomed me.
Oh my God.
Then he started after he told me that, you know, it took me like a week. I'm like, stay away from me. Let me like digest this.
Give me some room. Yeah, fucking head.
The house was like very, very small though, you know, so it's very hard, right? But I was like, let me just figure it out. I don't know right now.
Just for the record, I'm not a pedophile, just to let you know that.
I know.
I'm actually a very upstanding individual.
But like he was telling me, look, I took you to church, I took you to all these places, and I'm like, yeah, but it's like, I'm just totally against this, but just please give me the space and just let me think about it, okay? But then, like a week later, he takes me outside because he has all these crosses in his house. Like, it looks like a museum of crosses. It's actually very
weird.
Like, other people would think it was weird, but I'm very into art crosses.
Okay. Yeah.
They weren't like,
all right.
you know, like it didn't make me feel weird. It made me feel safe. Like
Okay.
God was with me, you know, because I'm by myself here, you know, and I don't have family here. And so, that was the one thing I was like, okay, I definitely want to live here. I feel safe. You know, like he loves God.
All the signs around you are pointing in that direction.
Yes.
Yeah.
a week later, he takes me outside, and I'm thinking, because he told me, like, he didn't want me to pay rent. And I was, like, trying to pay rent for him. Like, I was like, just let me pay you rent. I was like, you know, he's like, no, just save your money so you can get your own apartment. And I'm like, okay. He's, like, being, like, a daddy figure, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But then he told me that, and I was like,
oh, man.
And he told me details, and I was like,
oh no.
Yes.
Oh,
and
shit.
I was like, oh, my Jesus, please stop. But then, like, a week later, he takes me outside, right? And you know, he didn't ever touch me or try anything on me. So
Okay.
I was like, okay, maybe, you know, and we talked about it. I was like, do you think, like, a demon got inside you or something? Like, why did you do that? Like, what would make you do that?
Right.
You know, and I just, like, questioned him, and he would answer every question. But when we got outside, he said, I gotta ask you something. And I was like, what? And he's like, it took him like 20 minutes to ask me. He's like, will you masturbate in front of me? And I was like, that's it.
What?
That's it. I was like, don't. Because, you know, with my brain injury, you go from 0 to freaking 100, like, in a second.
Yeah.
So you have to, like, back up. So I had to walk away from him. So then, like, I told all the roommates in front of him. I said, he just asked me to masturbate in front of him. And then it gave me, like, an episode. So my people on, you know, my group noticed, and they called the police. The police came. Police asked me what happened. He was all shaken. So I was like, you know what? He's not going to hurt me since this happened. He's not going to do this again.
Ooh.
Week later, he comes out in the living room in his underwear at 3 o'clock in the morning, taps my bed, goes into the kitchen, which I can see from my bed because it's a very small house, starts masturbating.
The fuck?
Yes. So I, like, text my, you know, one of the roommates, and I said, get me the fuck out of here. I said, this guy is going to attack me. Like, you know, this is not good. Because he's going to say, well, I told you I was a pedophile. You know, like, that's what was coming.
Yeah, but that's not really, aside from what he explained to you, that activity isn't really pedophilish. It's more just freakish.
Yeah.
Like deviant, you know?
Deviant, yes.
Yeah, but still weird, obviously,
I had no
nonetheless.
attraction to him at all.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Like, if it was my boyfriend, I mean, I don't want to be treated like that, but honestly, if it was my boyfriend or something like that, I mean, that would be weird. But the way he was doing it was just kind of like, I got sick. Like, I threw up.
Holy shit.
So, you know, my roommate was like, okay, I'll take you to look for apartments. Well, I didn't know he had, like, a recorder on my phone.
Oh, shit.
Because I told him, me and him are going to go for a walk because I don't feel good. And he goes, okay. So while we were for a walk, I was like, look, we need to get out of here. I said, because the next thing he's going to do is do something bad to me. And then he's going to say, well, I told you I was a pedophile.
So did he buy the phone for you?
No.
Okay, how?
But he put something on my phone because when we came back, he said, so you guys are moving out? And I was like, oh my God. And the roommate wasn't scared about that. And I was like, dude, you should have yelled at him for that. He goes, I'm not worried about it. I said, but I am. I said, I don't have my phone now. You know, like,
oh my God.
So then my roommate took me around to look for an apartment. This apartment was affordable for me, but I can't be alone yet because of my seizure problem.
Okay.
So he's gonna stay with me, and actually he doesn't bother me. Like, I'm in a studio, and I do make myself sleep on an airbed in the living room, because if I don't, if I go behind closed doors, I will not come out. I'll get depressed, and I'll stay in there because my brain, my family, you know, I don't have family here. Holidays are coming up.
Yeah.
You know, so I know myself. So I was like, you have the room. Just please make sure I come home from doctor's appointments and stuff like that. That's all I want. And he's like, okay, cool. And that's what he's doing. So
cool. Okay.
Yeah. At first he liked me, and I was like, no, it's not a, you know, like, it's not a dating thing.
Yeah, not going, nope.
Because he's 67, you know, I'm 51. I mean, he's not that, it's this one.
This one, okay.
Yeah, he's not that much older than me. I mean, he acts young, but it's just like, dude, I have a head injury. Like, please let me get, you know, the help I need. And then, you know, like.
You're up here on the corner, aren't you?
Yeah, right here.
Okay, perfect.
227.
Perfect.
I can't believe I got you again. I'm so
That's
happy.
so cool.
I know.
It's so good seeing you again.
I love this truck.
You got the craziest stories, Dawn. I gotta admit, man. So awkward.
Next time you can do all the talking. I'll see you next time.
Thanks.
Thank
Take care,
you.
sweetie. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.